Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Entertainment News with Riley King. Let's begin. First up, Chris Cuomo reveals wife has COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
Christina now has COVID. She is now positive.
Chris Cuomo revealed on Wednesday that his wife, Christina, has contracted the coronavirus.
It just breaks my heart.
The CNN anchor shared the news during his show Cuomo Primetime while talking to his brother, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
It's very rare for a family to be one and done. Christina now has COVID. She is now positive. And it just breaks my heart. It is the one thing I was hoping wouldn't happen, and now it has.
Now a source close to the Cuomo family tells ET Chris is beating himself up over her diagnosis, adding that while Christina's symptoms aren't as bad as Chris's right now, they are worried because they know things can get bad with this virus quickly.
Well, the beast comes at night. You know, as we know, the healthcare workers have taken to calling the virus the beast. I understand why. My fever has gone up a couple of degrees in like the last 30 minutes. Nights are tough.
Chris tested positive for COVID-19 over 2 weeks ago.
I tested positive. Scary. Yes, as you might imagine. But better me than you.
And has been self-quarantining in the family's basement.
My wife and my kids, thank God, didn't have it. Look how lucky I got here.
Even though Chris did his best to isolate himself from his family, Andrew explained that the odds weren't in their favor.
When all is said and done, I don't think this is a bad experience for them to go through. You want to talk about growing up a little bit and seeing reality a little bit? Bella will step up. So it's all going to be fine. I know it makes the bad situation worse, but it's all going to be fine at the end.
Chris and Christina, who have been married for nearly 2 decades, share 3 kids, 17-year-old daughter Bella, 14-year-old son Mario, and an 11-year-old daughter Carolina. And Chris said he's holding out hope that Christina's symptoms won't be as bad as his. The 49-year-old has been pretty candid about his symptoms, which included weight loss.
I've lost 13 pounds in 3 days. I'm eating and drinking constantly. I'm just sweating it out, and it's the sickness.
A high fever.
102, 103, 103 plus that wouldn't quit. And it was like somebody was beating me like a piñata.
And hallucinations due to that fever.
I was up all night. It was I'm telling you, I was hallucinating. It was freaky what I lived through last night. And it may happen again tonight.
ET's source says the Cuomos are worried about their kids, but everyone is pitching in to help keep the house running, especially Bella, who the source says is an amazing young lady.
They're helping each other. They're more quiet. They're focused on her, and hopefully it makes the family even stronger.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. We hope his family gets well soon. We wish the best for him. Meghan Markle breaks silence after LA moved for video call with charity. Let's take a listen to that video from Access Hollywood.
I love, again, is that it's just inspired so many people.
Meghan Markle is giving back. The Duchess of Sussex spoke out on a video call with Grenfell Tower survivors that are a part of the Hub Community Kitchen, who have started a campaign to feed people in need during the coronavirus pandemic in London.
And you all had it in you, and what was so great is to look back at that first day, and then however many visits later, and going, yeah, we're just going to make a cookbook, not realizing, knowing and having a lot of faith in what you guys could bring to the table and what you could inspire, but obviously not knowing what a huge success it's going to be. But that's just a testament to you, and what I love, again, is that it's just inspired so many people.
The kitchen plans to cook between 250 to 300 meals a day for 3 days a week starting on Monday, according to the Evening Standard. Meghan also said, per the Evening Standard, quote, "The spirit of the Hub Community Kitchen has always been one of caring, giving back, and helping those in need, initially in Grenfell and now throughout the UK. A home-cooked meal from one neighbor to another, when they need it most, is what community is all about. I'm so proud of the women of the Hub Community Kitchen and the continued support the Felix Project gives them to carry out these acts of goodwill, which at the moment are urgently needed. I'm equally moved by the many people who are contributing to the Evening Standard's campaign to raise money for these vital organizations in the wake of COVID-19. This is the first time the former Suits star has spoken out since making the move to Los Angeles, which reportedly went down mid-March, just ahead of their exit from being working senior royals. Meghan and her hubby Prince Harry have been giving back in LA as well, working with Project Angel Food to deliver free meals to people living with a critical illness during the pandemic. The organization's director, Richard Ayoub, spoke to Access Hollywood about their delivery of food.
Obviously, Megan used to live in Los Angeles, and when she did, she knew about Project Angel Food because we have served this community for more than 30 years. And she and her husband, Harry, wanted to do something and be of service on Easter Sunday. And she was talking to her mother, Doria, and Doria said, Project Angel Food needs help. They particularly wanted to do it on Easter Sunday. And what they did is they came. I gave them a tour of the kitchen. They met our chefs. They were extremely engaged and asked really compelling questions. Wanted to know how many meals we prepare. They wanted to know how the meals were prepared, how long the chefs worked for Project Angel. They came back on Wednesday and they delivered to a different area in Los Angeles. And so total, they delivered to 20 different households. And they did it quietly, they did it respectfully, and it was really their way of seeing Los Angeles through philanthropy and through the eyes of Project Angel.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cool indeed. Meghan Markle giving back and doing some charity work. And now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today and see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And that does it for this edition of Entertainment News with Riley King. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Friday afternoon. I'll see you back here tomorrow for more entertainment news. Goodbye, everyone.